Oh, we have Bing Shilling. It's time for some walking in the Midnight Navy Nike React Rejuvenate. Oh, I'm gonna take my socks off. We're gonna make it a barefoot summer walk. Because when I did the last walk in the Rejuvenates in the oranges, it was in the winter time and it was rather chilly. I remember it snowing, or there was snow on the ground. And I had said then that we would do a summer walk in them because I wasn't sure how they would do with the heat. So we'll put it to the test. We'll take off our socks too, huh, Stella? It'll be a barefoot summer walk with the Rejuvenates. All right, I think I am ready. Let's go, Stella. All right, so I was wearing these earlier barefoot, and they are a little sweaty. They kind of make me think of the InMotion clogs. Those are a little sweaty. There's just not enough down low ventilation, and that was a point that I made with the InMotion clogs too. So you need some water vents on the sides, like your classic Crocs, to allow airflow to get in at a lower level. You smelling your doppelganger, Stella? So it's pretty warm today. It's about 80, I think. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 80. Give or take a couple degrees. So it's good for like a hot weather torture test. Well, not necessarily a torture test, but hot weather walk with the Rejuvenates. So we'll see how they handle the heat, how sweaty they get. So I kind of like this midnight navy color over the orange ones. It's just not so vibrant. Those orange ones just give off like a running shoe vibe, kind of, just with that bright orange. Because that's the only time I ever see like really bright colors like that is like on running shoes. So those give off like a major running shoe vibe. Hang on, let me get past this lawnmower. Okay, and if you watch the review I did on these, the sizing is different between these, the Midnight Navy and the oranges. So Nike is actively tweaking and adjusting the form of these Rejuvenates. I pointed out, I have them side by side in the review. It's actually the comparison. It's the Rejuvenate Light Blaze comparison video. So check that out. I put the Midnight Navy right next to the orange ones and show the size difference between the two of them. They have shortened the shoe like maybe a third of an inch, maybe a half inch. It's a little shorter, and they're not as wide in the toe box either, in the forefoot. They trimmed that up a little bit. So these fit almost exact to my foot. My toes are kind of right at the end on them, but the foam is soft enough that it doesn't cause any sort of discomfort. So I think these are probably better to wear barefoot than the oranges, just how exact they fit. There's not as much wiggle room in play. But they're not too small to where they feel like too tight with when I'm wearing socks on, you know, like the size is still okay. They're just more of an exact fit now than they were before. So, and when it comes to foam and plastic, that sizing fluctuation really might just play into the manufacturing process, because there's an element of shrink that occurs when plastic and foam cools. So there might just be some more shrink happening with this Midnight Navy colorway that wasn't occurring initially with the orange ones. So I don't know for certain, I'm just speculating, but just based on my experiences in the plastic industry, there's some shrink that happens. So I imagine it's also the case with foam shoes, which explains the vulnerability of the material with heat. If you've noticed that you're not supposed to leave Crocs in a hot car, or any EVA foam shoe for that matter, because they will shrink with the heat. So that communicates that there's some shrink that occurs naturally within the production process. So my initial point, the size fluctuation between the two colorways might just be related to the I'll try to keep that sign out this time so I don't have to play with censoring, but that might just have to deal with the shrink occurring in the manufacturing process. We'll get a little down low footage. I forget to do that sometimes when I get busy yapping. So these feel okay, barefoot so far. They I'm not getting any like friction points. Trying to think of the last. I think it was the Adilette Clogs were the last things that I wore barefoot that gave me blisters, or just like had friction points that made the skin raw. But so far these are pretty comfortable, and I usually start feeling it by the time I get to the park, which we have arrived at. And so far so good. There's no friction points. So I'll know for sure by the end. Come on, Stella. Oh, you're pooping. I'll know for sure by the end of the walk. Hang on, I gotta pick up her poop. So yeah, these are pretty comfy. They're still on the top of the list as far as the foam shoe quality goes. There's not a lot of competitors with it. The Skechers Arch Fit Go Foam is up there. The Hydromock 1TRL is up there. There's a couple others, but there's not a whole lot of like really quality foam shoes. There's only a few that are worth the time and the money. So I would have to pull from my inventory. There's a couple others. I know I've got enough for a top 5 list, and I plan on doing the top 5 foam shoe video here soon. I want to do a top 10 clogs also. I thought about doing a top 5 clog, but I've got too many with the clogs that I would have to do a top 10 with those. So I want to get that done also in August. I promised I would review the Yeezy slides too, but I want to give those a kind of like a long-term review. Not like super long-term, but like a 30 excuse me, like a 30-day review on those. So I need to start wearing them because I know those have an element of break-in with them, and I don't want to just give them like a 30-minute review like everything else. Like those need a few weeks to get the full experience of them. So I will start that process here soon as well. But yeah, that's about it. I don't have a whole lot else going on. So the foam shoe and foam slide world has been kind of stagnant for the past month or so. There hasn't been a whole lot of new stuff coming out. I noticed the Adilette 24 was just released. Those look pretty good. I just threw some cash in my checking account. I want to order those tonight and get those before they sell out. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of other new stuff on the market right now that I feel the need to acquire. So I need to catch up on my finances too. I've kind of gotten depleted over the past month. So we'll see what the future brings the channel. You find some poopers, Stella? You find some poopers? So that was one other thing I wanted to mention, just regarding the Rejuven8. So I've heard rumors that the new colorways. Come on, Stella. Come. The newer colorways with the slide, the Rejuvenate slide, I think they have a midnight navy too with the slide, but they also have like a wolf gray. I've heard the newer colorways are softer. Now, I don't know from experience, I don't know for certain. That information was presented in a video I watched recently on a different YouTube channel. So maybe Nike did a new blend or something of the Rejuvenate, or I mean the React X foam. They have a new blend with it. Come on, Stella. Come on. And they're a little more squishy, a little more soft, but if you have any experience with the newer colorways, and they are in fact a little softer, let me know, because I might grab a third pair that we won't wear and do a review on them, or I can at least get them and then send them back. But at least get a review on it. And see, do like an updated review on it. Because if they have in fact changed it, then my old review is no longer relevant, you know? Because that pertains to the initial release. So if they have been since modified and altered, then I should update the review, do another review. Just like with the shoes, you know, they've changed these shoes, so it's good to have an updated review on them. But I think that's it. That's all I wanted to say about the slides. All right, well, so far so good with these shoes. I'm not getting any friction points or blisters and stuff. It is touching. There are contact points, I'll show you, but they've rounded out the opening, the ankle opening enough that there's not a lot of friction. Stella, what are you doing? Hang on, I'll show you. So right here, like there's friction points kind of up towards the ankle here, but it's rounded out, so I'm not getting any hard edges that are rubbing, and it doesn't feel bad. I'm not getting any blisters on it. So I would say that these are barefoot friendly. So they are a little sweaty though. Like I had mentioned at the start of the video. So not the most ideal barefoot option, but it's not a bad barefoot option. So, and there is a little bit of a squish as I walk. Just the sweaty skin on the foam, and there's a little bit of a squish. Just like audible squish, but it's not terrible. So these are an okay barefoot summer foam shoe option, I would argue. But other than that, I think that's everything we have to say about them. If anything else transpires between now and the end of the walk, other than Stella stopping every 5 minutes, or every 5 feet, I should say, and sniffing. Girl, come on, you. I will be sure to add some extra clips. So until next time, I don't have anything to say. I have no witty outro comment or outro catchphrase. Maybe we should get an outro catchphrase. I'll think on it. So, all right, we'll see ya.